out here playing for keeps. I done done too much dirt, I can't stay in the streets. My first op told me he had kids, I laid him to sleep. Now I got 2 kids, I'm praying for peace. It wasn't no shooter's remorse, wasn't no rules in this war. Now we years down the line and I grew and matured.
Let's transition real quickly to number 20, champion of the year. 20th spot.
20th spot, man.
Shout out to Black Compass Media. I think I was on there with you at one point. And I watched this show and they kind of talked about it. So let's do a quick little breakdown for how you feel about the situation.
Yeah, man, it's a difficult thing you guys do. It's a very, very difficult thing you guys do, first off. And the whole issue that I had with it, you know, we're talking about another issue too that I should have been on the front of. But the whole issue.
I dodged it. We was talking about him in the casting. I dodged it.
Yeah, I should have been quicker than that, man. Yeah. But the whole issue I had was more so like the lack of consistency, I guess, in the debates, and then like the narrative control that some people seem to kind of bombard. We all know, like, if I'm in a debate with you, if the person that talks the loudest wins almost all the time. You know what I mean? Like, and if you have like a personality like that, like somebody, you know, like a Polo or, you know, some other guys or whatever.
Polo.
Yeah, and so
bar guy, trust me.
Yeah, so that's what I was just kind of like, yo, this is wild. Now I know you say the fan vote is the fan vote, right? So I think I was like 7th in the fan vote. And like, yeah, nobody was talking about me or nothing for like an hour. It's all like, who's
he was safe. He was like, yeah, this is a great
You're like,
show.
oh, there's 4 people on this line. Big guy.
Everything makes sense.
Loso, Vixen, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And literally in the blink of an eye, it was just like, man, I think Ward should be 20. It's like, wait, we haven't got down to 7 yet. Like, we're not talking about those guys yet. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I didn't care for that. I didn't care for the whole 1-round backyard narrative or whatever, even though I understand. I was always under the impression those don't hurt you, but they don't help you.
Yeah, something like that.
Like that, you know? So, and then, I mean, another thing I think I realized was, and I think we talked about it is, and what I have to make sure right now is the first quarter of my year has been crazy. But oh, how little do they forget? Or oh, how little at the end of the year do you know, not remember the battle? Because I never in my life heard that I lost to Mac Myron. Like, I mean, I fans and stuff, you know, we debatable, crazy battle, yada, yada, yada. But then on the panel, it's like, he lost to Mac Myron. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
And since it happened so earlier on.
Yeah, and it's far away, far removed.
Yeah. I remember that bar from Mac Myron.
Yeah. That was a tough thing because Mac had the best bar in the battle. You know what I mean? So then
he sneak attacked you, man.
Yeah, but then I wasn't mad at 20. I was like super excited to be 20th and not like 19th or 18th or 17th.
Because that story,
yeah. So now I'm just like, oh, here we go. You know what I mean? And like all my fans and all my supporters are gonna be like, yo, what? Y'all are wild. But it's tough for what you do because you want to go by, I guess you would call it not a curriculum. You want to go by like a set of rules, right? But then you also know, like when we're talking about March Madness and stuff, there's an eye test. There's when I look at these battlers, who's better, who's more impressive, whether or not the stats say boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And so I think that's why most of my fans were like, yo, Ward is not the 20th best battler in the world. Like, we watch him. He's a top 10 battler. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I think that's kind of like some people are looking at from the eye test, and you guys are trying to go by this, 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 and this. And so, and then, you know, the whole URL thing is just like, I asked Polo straight up. I was like, do you value a URL battle more than you value an RBE battle? And he was like, yeah. I was like, all right, end of conversation.
He's like,
you know what I mean?
Jay Black wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I was like, even if Jay Black thinks that, he's not gonna say that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, you can't. Now you're just, everything's skewed here. You know? Because I'm like, yo, me and O-Red in Newark, like on RBE.
I think I said that, don't
you? Yeah, I think you brought it up. I was like, yo, that's a more difficult battle than maybe a URL Ultimate Madness battle or something that you might be saying, but yo, this person won this battle, you know? So I'm like, you can't look at them those different ways. But like I said, I'm not jealous of you guys at all in regards to that, bro. I think I've judged 2 or 3 times since Champion of the Year. I judged the UK. They did the tournament for the UK. Yeah. And I judged that one. And I also did some other things, but I just, once you start looking at battle rap, and this is why I don't like judge battles, this is why you haven't seen me in none of these tournaments, you know, nothing like that.
Well, that was the next topic.
Yeah, it's like once you look at it, you're just like, bro, it's art, man. It's subjective. It's, you know, and that's why I
gotta sit down for 6 hours. I think what really happened is this. Some of the people on the panel probably had you between 17 and 18.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had you between 14 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, who's going to argue that heavily for the 20s spot? We're trying to move on to. I think that's really that's the hurting part. We're trying
I had
to move
myself
on.
at like 12 to 14.
Okay.
And so obviously I'm going to be a little bit more biased to you. I had myself like around there. But that's when I said, I was like, you know what? If I'm not going to end up in like the top 13. Yeah, put me at 20 or take me off.
And then some of us gets pissed off like once Big K didn't make it, I'm like, you literally see us try to get up and walk out. So it's like, I see what's going on here. Let me fight for my top 10 at least.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna let you guys get this nonsense, and I'm gonna fight for this top 10.
Yeah. So, but every year, the one thing I love about what you do is every year you're tweaking things. You know, like you listen to people, you know, and then you tweak things and you try to move forward with it. So,
and I think that's where the magazines came up. You know what I mean? So now we can kind of pivot off of certain things that happen. Okay, this happened. Mm-hmm. Let's say you got Hitman Holla and Cassie on the front cover. At least it says Ill Will and A-Ward. So now we know, okay, in this specific month, you had the battle tonight or something like that. You know?
I just figure at the end of the year it's going to be like, yeah, but Geechee Gotti had 2 magazine covers. And I
don't want to do that.
4 magazine covers. It's like All-Star games. Like, yo, he made like 6 All-Star games. You know, like it's not like now we're gonna have these little like.
Hopefully, I don't want it to be like that. It's literally a cover. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say.
Yo, shout out to the first one. The color scheme, the loso, that one's cold.
And shout out to Ref Nelson. You know, I put the idea together. You know, my rough draft. Looks like that, but he really brought some extra shots.
That one was crazy good. So, but yeah, my goal was, you know, even though I don't like tournaments, was just maybe go win like $100K, and then just pick your own champion of the year award. You know, like go just have your own thing, and then I might for media wise, I might just for media, not battlers, you know, and then I'm gonna give you guys $10,000. So I'm gonna flip the script. I'm gonna figure out a way to flip the script.
Hey, as long as I'm getting money, I'm actually happy with what you're saying, so I appreciate that. But why haven't you done a tournament? And I know why you haven't. I pay attention to your Twitter. You explain why, but I gotta play the, you know.
No, I haven't done a tournament because there's just not a judging system that I'm comfortable with telling me I won or lost a close battle, and I believe that for the most part, battles can be debated certain ways.
It's a fact.
Unless you're in there choking, unless you're in there, you know, very few battles are like Danny and Kid Chaos, where I thought Kid Chaos was really good, and I thought Danny was like a level above Kid Chaos, and it was noticeable.
Yeah.
So, but very few battles are like that. So most of them are like, yo, 1, 2 second, I wanted 1-1 going into the third or whatever. Mm-hmm. And when you have close battles like that are important for big money, it's like now, now you got 5 guys. And bro, listen, I don't know. Listen, look at me. If you are judging Ultimate Madness 3, get a security guard. Get a.
Don't come to the event.
Don't come to an event. Make sure your green screen works. Don't have nobody in the back on the couch. Yeah. Don't have, you know what I mean? Like, there's just. I always think about daylight. You know, I need my 500. I'm gonna clap this. Like, I need my $100,000. I hope
I need that. I'm playing.
Yeah, and so I think that's it. You know, and then the tournaments that I was offered, they were asking us, because the prize was so big, they were asking us to take less money than we normally take for battles. Mm-hmm. And I understand that, so I understand the budget around it.
And I think every league would do that. So everybody would do that.
Yeah, and so now I'm battling for less money against somebody I don't want to battle, with the possibility of people I don't think can judge battle rap. Mm-hmm. Like, where's the win here? You know, like, and winning 4 judge battles in a row or 5 in a row, like, it's just going to be very difficult. And I'm like, nah.
The thing about it, though, I think a lot of people had you winning the tournament.
Everybody would definitely. That's the thing. Everybody's like, yo, you're built for this. You're built for this. And I'm just like, man.
And watching the play, I'm like, A-Ward probably would have got the A-Ward.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So, dang, man. What could have been.
It is.
But shout out to my guy Saint, though.
Shout out to Saint.
Got busy, cooked, did his thing. Marv got busy, cooked, did his thing. So, but yeah, so the tournament thing, and that mixed with just, like the every 2 weeks, you know, the grind of it. like you're looking at, you know, probably what, 2 months of just constantly writing and writing. Now I battle quite a bit, so I'm kind of built for it or whatever. But like, I wouldn't say I have battles that mean something to my brand and my stock every 2 weeks, if that makes sense. You know, I wouldn't say that I don't normally try to say all battle on King Dot this week, 2 weeks RBE over here, big battle on Riot. You know, like I don't really do that. So I'm kind of cognizant of that. That's a tough thing with the tournaments, but I'm excited for the one coming up. I'm excited the matchups and everything.
Everybody's excited, you know, because we want to see somebody get 30, go home first round. I kind of want the controversy of a bad decision. I like them.
Yeah,
I like it. It's fine.
The best thing that ever happened for Frack was losing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like people was mad, but it was a good mad.
No, yeah, that was
help him.
Yeah, that was perfect for Frack.
Yeah,
I don't think he's battled since.
Yeah. That was his one battle.
Yeah, and so I mean, everybody knows that he won. He got all the publicity, the viral everything. He didn't have to turn around and write.
Kalani is retweeting him now.
Yeah, he's getting tweets from all of these.
Shout out to Frack, man. You made it, man.
Yep.
You win by losing.
Would you say the two guys that won the tournament? Well, since Saint hasn't battled since, so would you say Fonz and Holmesy have used the tournament to put them in a new light, per se? Or have they capitalized off the tournament win outside of getting the money? You know what I mean? Obviously, money can be life changing. Do you think they've correctly capitalized off their tournament wins?
No.
Yeah, I was
all three of them.
I was actually going to say that out loud, but I wanted to ask you the question first, so you would say it.
Yeah, man. I think Fonz was in a situation where he had somebody passing, so when he won, he took a whole 5 month or something like that, just to shut down or whatever. Respectfully.
Yeah.
Holmesy, after he won, he battled B-Dot.
Yeah.
Wasn't good for Holmesy. He
Nah.
got basically 30 to the masses. Saint hasn't battled yet.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to that one. I think he has a title match with Real Deal.
I think so too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For 2 belts.
I think it's gonna be a while though, because Real Deal he's having surgery next week.
Oh wow.
Yeah, on his knee. So I think he's gonna be kind of out of commission for a while.
Oh wow.
So, but still, the Saint does get the title match, and that's something to look forward to.
So I don't feel like anybody really capitalized off of winning like that.
I didn't think so, and I thought like even outside of battling, like the branding side of it, like I'm the champ, I'm the put yourself, you know what I mean, like go at DNA, you know, put your own robe on, you know what I mean, like some stuff like that.
Look at Cassie has the whole debatable with Hitman. Look what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
within a week.
Yep.
You thought he won the World Series or something? Like he did something amazing.
Yeah.
These guys gotta do something.
Yeah, that's why you have to look at battle rap from this whole. I mean, I always tell people like the 30 minutes or on URL the 55 minutes that you're in the actual battle. You know, is really about 10% of it, man. It really is.
That's right. We gonna close this topic out right here. Champion.
Out here they praying the week, they out here playing for keeps. I done done too much dirt, I can't stay in the streets. My first op told me he had kids, I laid him to sleep. Now I got 2 kids, I'm praying for peace. It wasn't no shooter's remorse, wasn't no rules in this war. Now we years down the line and I grew mature.